What's up, everybody? So just a continuation from my earlier video in more detail, safe moves and plus moves. Safe just means strike punish. You can't throw punish it. You have to strike the person. It is your turn, but you must strike correctly based off how negative the person is. So to start, punch is -5. Grapplers, true grapplers are what I call them, like Tina, Bass, and Ryu, for example, can grab this. Not Bayman, not Mila, unfortunately. I know it gets really confusing, but they have a faster neutral throw. And as you see, all this is looking like the same punch. I'm just showing you the same punch, different variations. This one here is up, forward, punch, kick, punch. That is -2. It's pretty safe. A lot of people try to throw this, but you can't. So she has forward, kick, punch. Also -5. The names I mentioned earlier can punish. Just a few examples there that can grab this. -5. Other characters have to strike punish. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch. And then you got back punch, punch, punch. A lot of punches. Back punch, punch, punch. Is also a way into that last -5 ender. Her new quarter circle forward punch is -5. Then this is coming from Bokuho, so get in the stance, which is down and P+K, or back down P+K. Her back punch out of that is -5 as well. Relatively safe. Back punch, kick punch out of Bokuho is -5, the ender. So another ender as we saw. Now the windmills, this is forward punch, back punch, punch, is -4. So people are gonna have to strike her basically with a down punch to kind of get a good punish for that. Any other way is just risky because she can duck under a lot of moves except for lows, and you don't want to be too slow, so down punch is the quickest little way to get her out of that. But she has the counter to that, which we're going to talk about later. Back punch, down punch is also -4. Okay, quarter circle back punch, punch. This just leads you into what we saw earlier. She can do it out of Bokuho as long as she does that quarter circle back punch first. Also, that's -4. So she has similar moves, just different little variations. So once you start getting the hang of it, you'll notice similar patterns in her move set. So from back turn, she can do forward P+K or facing the opponent, if that makes anything better. I know people get confused with her directions, but that's towards the opponent, back turn. This I slowed down because I want to notice, you guys to notice that she ducks and goes into punch, back punch. So just notice that, duck, and then punch, back punch. So that's also -4. And then from her back turn, facing the opponent, in that direction, not facing the opponent, but in the opponent's direction twice, and then kick. So 6K or forward kick. Forward is always towards your opponent. So that's what I'm doing on block, and what you have to do is get into Bokuho stance after the sweep in order for that to be -5. I notice a lot of people throw punish and I hit them for it because they're punishing incorrectly. Now as you see, back P+K in Bokuho stance is -4 on block, but it guard breaks and you can get a free hit if the opponent lets you charge it all the way up, and it is devastating against the wall. So this is the only windmill, which is quarter circle forward, pretty much P+K. The only +1 or +2 windmill is full windmill. No move connects it. It's a full windmill. So just remember, full windmill, +1 to +2 depending on her range. And also H+K is a plus guard break. So the closer you are, she's +2. As you see, she has a variation of that going into Bokuho, where she's -1 to neutral. She's only neutral off of that if she does it from a distance. So she's more plus, with the regular standing guard break with distance, and she's less negative with, well, she decreases negativity going into Bokuho the farther back you are. So if that makes any sense. So be careful not to like press on her all the time with this going into Bokuho, because even if it is -1, she has options. It's dangerous. Helena that knows what they're doing are going to stop that. They could potentially stun you, and you don't want that. So I would just respect that string. I mean, respect the guard break because it has a string punch kick with her back turn. And as we talked about earlier, boom, guard break off of back P plus K into Bokuho. She gets a free hit. Horrible to do to get hit by against the wall, but horrible to get in the habit of spamming because you can be held easily. Now here I want to show you guys on normal hit, which is no stun. Her down punch is neutral and it's 14 frames. Her jab is 11 frames. So basically neutral just means nobody's at advantage, and I want to show you like she has a slower jab, so you have to be careful because there are a lot of characters faster than her in this position. So here, back turn. While back turn, it is 1 P with her back turn. Pretty much back down. Saw that. There we go. Now punch, down punch from back turn is just +1. You gotta be careful because people that are faster than her, that have 9 frame jabs, could potentially still be faster than her and hit you. So just be careful. Pay attention to that. Stance control options are next. This is very important in using her properly. So as you see, I ducked into Bokuho and did punch, back punch, and I am sidestepping her Lei Fang's low punch punish because people are going to try to do this to you. She has to counter to the down punch punish now. So boom. And even if they strike you with a move that isn't tracking, that's not a down punch, you can strike them. Now look here. You see how this person would be able to block if, you know, if I was fighting someone and they down grab, well, they could react to the Bokuho sidestep punch if they low through it. And if I don't want to do anything, or I duck, that's going to happen to me. So don't stand there in Bokuho, don't sit there in that Bokuho, and be careful ducking, because you will get thrown. Okay? As you see, I struck the bot here that tried to low throw. Because it's -5, Lei Fang can't throw this. And I find myself hitting a lot of people that do that, so just be careful. I am doing forward punch. I'm going to show you guys a little technique of what you call ducking or fuzzying after a safe move. That's -5. The person could not throw me right there. See, look, boom. And you can potentially go into something different or strike them if you think they're going to grab incorrectly or punish incorrectly or whatever the case may be. Any situation like that. So just be careful. I would say striking would be the most risky thing because you never know if a person's going to strike you after the move. So it's best to just kind of be a little defensive and see what the person is doing, if they keep grabbing or not. So now we're going to go into tracking moves. This is a big problem that a lot of people seem to have with Helena, because you have to play her differently after sweeping, because people love to sidestep. So here, back punch, punch. The two are tracking, so it stops a lot of people, and it is a very useful string. Very useful. H plus K, which we used as a guard break earlier, is a tracking move, and she can go into Bokuho. So yeah, just be aware of that, because it's good to use at distance when an opponent is sidestepping at a distance for whatever reason. I've had people do that. Back kick is also tracking. Her sweeps are tracking as well, as you see, that we used earlier. The one from back turn and the one facing forward. They're both tracking. And then her back down kick The second kick is a sweep, is tracking, and she also has out of Bokuho punch down kick, which is a low sweep as well. So here, back punch or 4-4 P. The two punches are tracking and stop sidestepping. So there you go there. Excuse me. And also everyone's first hit in their fatal rush is tracking, and you saw I got a guaranteed off of up back punch or 7P. Her back down punch or 1PP is tracking as well. The low kick after that isn't though, because it's not a sweep. Just keep in mind, any low that's not a sweep has the potential of being sidestep. That's like a punch, but it's like kind of sweep format. That is Helena's down punch from back turn. So just be careful. Her up, so the second and third punch, and then the low sweep. Up punch, down punch. The rest of that string, except for the high, is tracking. But be careful, because it's unsafe, and if you misread when somebody's going to sidestep, you can be punished. Back forward punch is tracking, and she also has forward punch. So just be careful. They can go through the first and last punch to that string, and she also has grabs to counter sidestep. So keep in mind, from her stance transitions, you can catch people with Bokuho or back turn like that. Puts people in really bad spots. So that's the beauty about Helena. So 4-4 kick down punch, or not down punch, 4-4 kick punch is tracking. I don't know how that missed right there for some reason, but that happened, so be careful. But yeah, that's the only tracking part of that string. Now we're going into stance tools, or more of them. So here we go. Helena's low sweep, guys, while standing up is +6, and the difference when she goes in the Bokuho after it is +12. So just remember that. You're a little less negative, but it still doesn't matter. You're at a pretty good advantage. So here, keep in mind, try to control when you duck and do punch back punch. She can delay real heavily right there, or she can do one on stun, because people are going to start holding after that first one. So just try to control to do one and then do something else maybe on stun. Just be careful. Excuse me, y'all. Just be careful, because she, can be held, and people like to break hold. Also, she has duck into P+K. So there you go. That's just another little ducking move there. So here, I'm going to show you what happens when people try to sidestep. You can do 2 sweeps or 1. Either way, the low sweep is tracking. You come back up and wait for the sidestep and go into your opportunity after a punish. Pretty much what I've shown you right there. I'm going to show you on another time, another different setup. So here we go. Boom. Bam. Right there. Punish. Which is just quarter circle back. And I did all the guaranteed right there. So they couldn't turn around. Boom, boom. Boom. I'm gonna show you again. There we go. Little combo opportunity if they don't decide to do anything or guess wrong. Now as you see, I'm doing back punch. Just know that I am not in the stance. I'm letting go after the sweep to do back punch, because it's tracking also. But as you see, if I do any of her stance options that are mids, or a low that's not tracked, or a sweep which is not tracking, I can be sidestepped. So be careful. Just pay attention to who you're fighting. Bam, hit him with that tracking in a nice little combo. That's a cheap combo, huh? Okay, here we go. Now I want you guys to kind of test yourselves, a little interaction from me to you, to see if you learned something here. So which one out of all the windows I'm about to show you, which one is +1 to +2? Which one is it? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it back punch, down punch? Could it be quarter circle, back punch, punch. I don't know, you tell me. Let's see how much you've learned so far and how much you've remembered. Is it back turned forward P plus K? I don't know. Is it quarter circle forward P plus K? You guys answer that for yourselves and see if you are correct, because it's in the video. So just test yourselves. Which low sweep is -5 into Bokuho? Which one is it? We shall see, and you shall find out. And see if you are correct though. Which variation of back punch is tracking? Back punch punch or back punch down punch? Alright, so I know Helena's tough. I know it's difficult, and I'm learning just like you guys. So together we're gonna make it through this, but I hope this did help. Keep it strong, stay with her, because the payoff is absolutely amazing. So thank you for watching. I hope this helped you, and see you guys in more breakdowns.